I'm not really sure what to say. Alright, I don't know what to say at this moment in time. Okay, other than the fact that this is the same old story again and again. It's the same old story once more. I know I just inflamed myself just then. It's been like 45 minutes since the game finished, but there's not really much to do. It's just, this is where we are. This is how we play. And I can't see it changing. Hey, NarendraTheComic here right now. We're just going to be talking about the Spurs versus Fulham game today, tonight, right now. And my guy, I do not know how many times this needs to happen. I don't know how many times it needs to happen for Mourinho to say, no, let's not hold on to a 1-0 lead. Let's actually try and go for the second goal. And we did in this game. We had a couple of good chances. But my God, stop with the sitting back. The sitting back needs to end. It needs to be done because clearly we cannot do it. Clearly, it's not how we play. And at this rate, in 5 or 6 games' time, the title might be out of the question. I think there's still a chance. It's unlikely, but there's a chance. If Liverpool actually beat United and we win our next game against Sheffield United, which at this point, the way we're going, it might not happen. But if we do, then we're 3 points off the top of the table, all right? Everything's open. But if we don't sort this out right now and decide the way we're going to structure ourselves, then I do not know what's going to happen in 5, 6, 7 game weeks' time. We could be so far off the pace, we might be caught by Arsenal the way we're going at this moment in time. And that's not good. That's very bad. That's no bueno. You have to give it to them. Fulham were relentless in the second half. They weren't backing down. The first half, they played pretty badly. Spurs played relatively well in the first half, to be honest. But second half, the sitting back was just next level. We were defending for like 40 minutes of the second half, and that's no way to play a game, especially when you're 1-0 up. When you're 2-0 up, I understand it. When you're 3-0 up, I get it. There's no point. Like, what's the point of stressing yourself out? But 1-0 is not enough. And when Scotty Parker, the legend that he might be, all right? I'm not going to say he is a legend, but the legend he might be, put on Lookman, I thought to myself, oh, this guy, he can play. I do not like him coming off the bench with fresh legs because the guy is a threat. And then he ends up doing the dirty on us, getting in a really, really good cross. Not as good as Reguilon the Reggaeton's cross, but you have to give them credit. I thought it was a very, very well put together move. It came out of nothing. The thing is, I don't want to say Lloris should have done better with Fulham's goal. I don't want to say it. But I do feel, after seeing the replays, maybe he could have done just a bit better, getting a better hand to it. But the pressure was coming. I can't blame him. Our defensive performance was a bit patchy. We played fine, but it wasn't great. Reguilon's crossing, though, is next level good. I think the guy might actually slightly be a left winger. From the way he actually is able to put in peaches all the time. I don't know, it's tough to put him on the left wing, put Son down the middle, and put Sissoko was playing on the right today. I mean, I understand it. It was a different type of formation, and Sissoko has been played out there before. And I think he does a pretty good job. It's more of a defensive performance there. But I think he does that well, and I guess Mourinho saw enough out of Moura over the week, and he didn't want to play Lamela, and he didn't want to play Ali, so he put Sissoko as a makeshift right winger, or right mid, and it worked in the first half. Spurs played well in the first half. They had a couple of chances. Kane got his goal. He got the big goal. We were like, oh, we're on our way to victory here. And then Son had a handful of chances, like 2 or 3 in the first 30 minutes, which were really, really good chances. One of them was a bit of a, it was a smash and grab typer with his toe. It was a bit of a flick. But it wasn't a bad chance. Tough, but he could have done it. But in the second half, my boys, all right, I think it showed how football is really a game of such tight, fine margins. And today, the margins were not with us. Those small bits and bobs that are necessary to get a result and get the result you want were not on our side, and we're on Fulham's. I mean, Son hit the bloody post from, I guess it was just the edge of the box, I think. And he didn't really get enough contact on the ball. Like, it was a very scuffed effort. And it almost went in. Even when he mucks up, it almost goes in. The guy, maybe it just wasn't his day today. He should have finished one of them. One of those chances go in. The game's 2-0. The game's over. We come away with 3 points. And we're saying, oh my God, the title is on. We're going to do it. But because of the way we play and how it's been dictated to us through the whole season of getting 1 goal up, than getting brought back and keeping the result at 1-1. You know, it's just a bad run of games. We've had 4 or 5 negative results, and this is what happens. People like me, people before me who've been on Jose's bandwagon, you know, well, anti-bandwagon, washed up and all that, I think that's nonsense. He isn't. He still has a place in football. He has a specific style and it works for him most of the time. But I don't think in this case, maybe he doesn't have the right personnel. Maybe he doesn't have the right players. And maybe that's why in January, Levy needs to give him just a little bit of extra dry powder. Just a little bit more in the market to say, you have 50 milli. Do what you want with the 50 milli. But at minimum, we don't get top 4, then there's going to be problems. If we win the league with this 50 milli, Mourinho, I will like pray that you get this done. You get the job done here. If a title's available and it's still there in 3 weeks' time and we think it's still possible, give him the money. Give him the money. Get it done. Because maybe we need that extra centre-back. Maybe we need, you know, an extra centre-mid, like an attacking mid. I've seen Sabitzer, and the guy seems like he's going to be a worldie in the next couple of years. So why don't we just get him now? Just get him now. Don't waste time. Don't waste 6 months, 1 year, 18 months. Pay the money. Get him and put him into the team. Hjolberg, Ndombele, and Sabitzer. I don't know. I don't know what would go on in that midfield. I don't know. What I do know is it would be solid as shit. Like a solid shit. Not like a blizzard shit when you have the diarrhea. Like a solid, hard, very excruciatingly painful shit to get out. That's what that midfield would be. And I'm thinking that would be relatively nice. Not the shit. The hard shit. But it would be nice. I've gone off the beaten path here. My point is, alright, that midfield would be like hard. Again, not like the shit. But back to Fulham. I will go back there. They were putting the pressure on in the second half, especially after the 60-minute mark. And in the end, we didn't deserve anything more than a point. Maybe we deserved no points. I mean, I'm not going to say we didn't deserve anything, but we weren't given anything. We weren't showing anything. We were so defensive. Harry Kane is putting in a shift. He's doing all he can. He's playing as a bloody defensive mid for half the game. That's just what he does now. His defensive stats on FIFA should go up a shit ton, as should Son's next year. They might even be called centre mids next year instead of strikers because of their average positioning on the pitch. But, I mean, if we're going to sit this deep, we're going to draw the pressure on, then what do you expect to happen other than a 1-1 result? That's basically it. 1-1, annoyed, angry, aggravated, and Scotty Parker's run off like a bandit because he's like, I put on Lookman. I did that. And Mourinho goes on and puts on Lamella. And you know how I feel about Eric fucking Lamella. Get him out the club. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Eric Lamella himself is going to come after you, alright? I don't want him. He's going to come after you. He's going to be climbing. He's going to be doing what he can. I call him the Chupacabra sometimes. That guy, bit of a demon. Don't like him. I don't. Sorry, you like people, you don't like people. I don't have a good vibe of him. He's going to come after you. You don't want that. You really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. Now, I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. You've been doing it every day for over 2 years now. We ain't stopping till we get 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content because we're hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. We also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. And, you know, Spurs' performance today, not the best. Pretty nonsense, but I'm also nonsense. So what can I say? See you tomorrow. More the same, slightly different, basically the same. See you then. Skadoosh.